gentlemen, Papa Boris is back to continue the rest of this Mage Arena run. You know, this is going to be tough because I was thinking about this deck. It's got a lot of 2 stuff and a lot of 5 stuff when what you really want is a lot of 3 stuff and 4 stuff. So it's interesting. I think I'm testing this theory anyway, that maybe in the arena what you really want is lots of good 3 and 4 mana cards, and you can go a little skimpy on everything else. But 2 mana and 5 mana is not so great. A lot of the 2 mana stuff is weak. A lot of the 5 mana stuff is just a little bit too hard to play out while doing other things on your turn. Alright, well, let's see who we got here. A Hunter. Blues Fan CN. What is that? Connecticut? Cyanide? Sienna? Oh my god, Mana Addict. I'm just gonna mulligan this back and hope I never draw it. I hate that card so much. That's too slow. This is good, though. This might kill an early buzzard or something that comes down. Frost Nova. Ah, boy, do I regret taking this Frost Nova? I don't know. Maybe I do. It's, I mean, it's a late game card, so it's kind of like drawing a Flame Strike, you know? You don't really plan to spend it anytime soon. Ah, Mirror Image. Well, that's nice. So, like I said before, having this on the board makes me feel a lot better about playing the Bluegill Warrior down. This has a nice benefit against Hunters, too, because it makes their key removal spells Deadly Shot and Multi-Shot worse. Both of those work by targeting random enemy minions, so the more little crap you put onto the field, the worse those removal spells get. Well, I think I will actually go ahead and play the Murloc. The Elven Archer I will not play until I have an actual use for it. So either to kill a 2 toughness creature with it and hero ability, or to kill maybe a 3 toughness creature with it and this guy. Or maybe even to kill like 1, 2, 3, 4 toughness creature with all 3. We'll see. Ah, interesting. Well, let's think. I could play Elven Archer, kill this Piglet, but then the Razorfen Hunter can start to work down my mirror images. I could trade the Bluegill Warrior and hero ability for the Razorfen Hunter. But you know what I'm actually going to do? I think I'm actually just going to play... Wait a minute, hang on a second. That doesn't seem right. I could just use the hero ability on this. So I'm kind of wasting the Elven Archer if I use it to kill the Piglet, because I have nothing else to do with my mana anyway. Yeah, we'll hold the Elven Archer back. Swing for 2. My opponent can work down one of these mirror images, and then we'll play a Water Elemental. I think that should be fine. Animal Companion, very good card. I lucked out hugely here, because the other 2 Animal Companions both have 4 health, so they would have been a little bit difficult to deal with. This guy, however, first of all, my Bluegill Warrior can kill him, but I think even better. Well, let's think about this. Actually, hang on. I was thinking of Elven Archer, hero ability, kill this thing, pass it, and then attack, pass the turn, but then this guy gets to kill my Bluegill Warrior. I haven't put anything onto the board. I could just trade the Bluegill Warrior in for this. Play the Water Elemental. But then if my opponent has Deadly Shot, I'll get behind. Okay. We'll take it a little bit slow. We'll do this, that, swing behind, pass the turn. Okay, I assume another beast is incoming here. Secret! Ah, interesting. Well... Huh. This is very interesting. So, what could that be? That could be an Explosive Trap, in which case both of these are dead. But if it's Freezing Trap, this guy will fly back into my hand. If it's Freezing Trap, I don't want to attack with the Elven Archer, but if it's at my opponent. If it's Freezing Trap, I really want to attack with this guy into the Buzzard. Well, if that's Explosive Trap and I attack at my opponent, that's way worse than if it's Freezing Trap and this goes back into my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Fuck, it's Freezing Trap. Oh no, it's Snake Trap. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, my opponent just gets to draw 3 cards. I didn't want to play around Snake Trap. It's an epic. But looks like my opponent got to live the dream there and get 15 kajillion cards. Fuck, that's so awful. Well... There's really nothing to do. I'm gonna actually... I'm gonna ignore the snakes there, because they're gonna die in a couple of turns. It's almost for certain, 100%, that in 2 turns I'm playing Flame Strike. Almost for certain. There's the Buzzard. It's the second Buzzard now. Scavenging Hyena. Oh god. Oh my god, this is getting ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I really am disappointed that I am, I'm 2 turns away from Flame Strike. You know what? This is gonna have to be, Frost Nova. I'm saving so much damage by playing Frost Nova right here. I'm saving, like, well, it's given that I can kill this Timberwolf with my hero ability. I'm saving, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Yeah, it seems pretty good. He hasn't given me nothing to manipulate facelessly. Ugh. Man, if this were a Sea Giant, it would actually cost 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'd cost 1 mana right now. Fuck. God. Ugh, man, this arena run. Alright, we're gonna do this. Freeze everything. No need to kill anything. Let's get our own creature onto the board here. This Frost Nova saves a bunch of damage. It also stops his snakes from killing my stuff and pumping up the hyena. Personally, if I were him, I might have actually considered pumping the hyena a bit. Try to get it to 5 health, maybe, so that the Flame Strike wouldn't kill it. I forgot to play around Explosive Shot. I should really have put anything other than... Yep, look at that. So the Explosive Shot lets him almost kill the Water Elemental, pop the Divine Shield, and kill the Elven Archer. I should have put the Elven Archer in the middle. God damn it. Such a hard card to play around. Now, what's interesting is his board is full, and everything's frozen, so he can't play any more creatures. So he's lucky he had something to do with his turn. The Explosive Shot was very important for him there. Why is he frozen, I wonder? Oh, because the Water Elemental hit him, that's right. I was going to say, like, why is he frozen? Frost Nova only hurts enemy minions. Alright, multi-shot would be really good for him here. It would let him kill both of my creatures, and then I'd probably lose. If he plays something big himself, I might actually sneak a win out of this game, because, like that, so I can really just ignore that. I can polymorph it. I mean, I have a lot of ways of dealing with it. Oh my god, that was all the way aggressive right there. What is he doing? He might have, like, the, you know, crazy hunter combo thing. Well, I think we need to polymorph this. And I should just kill it. Swing for 6. I mean, my opponent is in trouble. He needs to kill my creatures because I actually have lethal damage. I don't know why he didn't Arcane Shot one of my creatures. I feel like that was absolutely necessary to do there. To save 3 damage from him, plus however many more turns the creature survives. Alright, he lucked out. He got a taunt. Well, he didn't luck out. He got a taunt. That's fair. He has 2 secrets. It's pretty likely one of them's Freezing Trap. Okay, well, let's go ahead and draw a card. I think that's better than playing a copy of the Sen'jin. Or is it? I mean, if I play copy of the Sen'jin, I'll have a Taunter to protect my stuff. No, I think we're going to go for the removal here. Ah, Youthful Brewmaster. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to make a sick mind game play. I think one of these is Freezing Trap, so I'm going to actually attack into this. To trigger the Freezing Trap and put this back into my hand. And then I'm going to play Panda to put the Scarlet Crusader back into my hand. And then I'm going to deal a point of damage to that guy so that my Azure Drake can finish him off next turn. I'm shocked that my opponent Arcane Shotted me. He might have a crazy combo here, but he didn't play it last turn, so it looks like he doesn't actually have it. He's got to be feeling pretty comfortable if this is Explosive Trap, which is likely, because that kills the Panda. Ah, he's going to multi-shot. Fair enough. Wow, Murloc Raider. Not the most impressive card. Flesh-Eating Ghoul, that's a little bit impressive. Okay. Man, I could really do with that Frostbolt, my other Polymorph, or another Flame Strike here. That'd be pretty great. And he's actually going to ignore my creature. Interesting. Okay, well, Frostbolt is right here. So, I could Frostbolt this and swing at my opponent. Problem is that's almost certainly a Flame Trap, Explosive Trap. So that really isn't going to work. What I'd like to do instead is kill some of his stuff. So what I'm actually going to do, this might be a little bit weird, but I'm actually going to use the Faceless Manipulator here. Copy his Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And then the reason for that is we have quite a bit of carnage happening here. This will die. These both are going to die. And then this will die. So, we know this is not Freezing Trap because it was played at the same time as another trap, which was Freezing Trap, and you cannot play the same secret twice. Now, if my opponent has Deadly Shot, he can kill this thing. But, if he doesn't have Deadly Shot, I'm going to hit him pretty hard here. Svanahymene, very good card. That is not as good of a card, although it does trade with the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Well, he's only got one card left. Now, this is Explosive Trap, so it's going to deal 2 damage to me. So, is there any way that I can kill my own creature? Oh my gosh, you know what would be really... God damn it. If I played this and it didn't have Divine Shield, I could actually Hero Ability on itself and then kill it. And then the Flesh-Eating Ghoul would grow, and then I could swing for the win. Although, hang on a minute, what am I talking about? I have my Hero Ability. Yeah, this is totally fine. So there's Misdirection! Oh no! God damn, what's up with these secrets? Ah, fuck me sideways. Misdirection. Golly Jesus, who plays that card? Okay, so he's got 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and then 2 more cards. I can't stop any of this, though, so we're just gonna drop the most crap that we can, which is this. Actually, this puts a lot of stuff onto the board as well. Oh my god, Misdirection. Are you kidding me? That actually saved him the game. Because, I mean, if it had been Explosive Trap, as I thought, Flesh-Eating Ghoul lives, and then I Hero Ability, and that's just the game over. Instead, if he can deal, like, 3, 5, 7, 9, 4 damage to me, he wins. Argent Commander, he wins. Unleash the Hounds, he wins. Lord. Another secret. God, Jesus, how many secrets does a man need? Okay, well, let's see what he's going to do here. You figure he's going to have to play around whatever that secret is. So if it's like a Freezing Trap, nope, he's gonna take everything off. It looks like. Oh, he's gonna go above me. Okay. Well, you gotta figure he wouldn't do that if it weren't a Freezing Trap. If it is a Freezing Trap, guy comes back to my hand. I can kill one of his things. He hits me for 4 damage, 5, 6 damage. Bit risky. But either way, though, if it's Freezing Trap, my minion comes back. Ahaha. So if it's Freezing Trap, I'm fucked no matter what, so I might as well go for the kill. God damn it! Oh no, it's Explosive Trap! Well, that's actually still really bad, because that guy dies. Jesus. Well, we need to kill the Demolisher, I think. And play out a bunch of stuff. And hope he forgets to look for the win, actually, because he does have the kill on me here. God damn it, what the hell was up with all these traps? I cannot believe how good the traps were. Misdirection saved him. Snake Trap gave him 3 cards. Explosive Trap saved him. God, he had the right traps at the right time. If it had been Explosive Trap on the previous turn, I would have won the game. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Well, my opponent just has the win, but there's a slight chance he'll forget. I don't think he's forgetting, though. So, yeah, that is the game. And looks like we are at 1 and 2 here. Oh my lord, what a load of baloney nuts. Perhaps I could have drafted this deck a little bit better. I do have a lot of kind of less than impressive stuff. But, I don't know. That game, it was just frustrating how many traps he had and how good they were. Because maybe that's what I'm missing. Like, the secret to Hunter's success is just play with the fucking traps. I don't know. I've really tried the traps. They just suck so bad so much of the time, I can't believe that was really the reason he won. Okay, well anyway, we're up against Buddha the Druid. Let's keep the Water Elemental. Let's actually keep this guy. He's so good. Whatever. We're missing our turn 3 play. We have 1, 2, blank, 4, 5. That's fine. And actually, the wolf is a pretty good combo with the mirror image. You can drop the wolf in between the images, and they're both 1/2s. So this kind of gave you like 2 1/2s for a mana. That's not super great, but it's above average for a 1-mana creature. Ah, Mana Addict. God damn it. That Mana Addict. Why does this card always show up? Man, can you imagine if this were like a Knife Jungler? Or like some normal rare? Was there anything better in that pack than a Mana Addict? Was there like a Crazed Alchemist maybe? Maybe I should have taken that. I don't remember. Alright, we're going to play a Direwolf Alpha here because that card's actually playable. Swing for 2. And we're looking pretty good. Now, if my opponent does have Starfall, it kind of kills everything, but this is really only 2 cards that I spent, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Starfall's also a rare, so it's not like super likely. Fairy Dragon. Alright, well that's a pretty good move, because I'd like to run in one of the mirror images and then finish off with hero ability, but this Fairy Dragon, we've seen it before, this ability that it can't be targeted is not irrelevant. Scarlet Crusader. That's actually a really good way to deal with Fairy Dragon. So what I'm going to do here is run one of the mirror images in like that. I should have put the Scarlet Crusader over here. The reason for that is that basically I want this to have a point of damage on it, and I want the mirror image that had been damaged to be off the board. So basically, previously he could have like used hero ability to kill that thing, then use this to kill this thing and be left at a point of health. Now this thing is threatened with extinction. Druid of the Claw. Alright, he's going to get the Taunter. Interesting choice. As you know, I always like to get the Charger. Granted, you know, this is fine for him because I can't really deal with this very easily. He chose to make the trade anyway. I'm not sure I would have done that. I mean, I would have just made my opponent do it for me, you know? So I can actually kill this Druid by running in the Scarlet Crusader and sacrificing my Wolf, which is an option. If I don't do that, I don't have any taunts, so this thing will just kill my Wolf anyway. Yeah, I might as well do this while it's there, huh? Let's do this. This. This thing is going to get hero ability, perhaps, but such is life. We'll play the Violet Teacher for 4 mana. It's not quite as big as the Water Elemental, but it triggers off the coin, which is, I think, nice. Okay, so next turn we can play Mana Addict, Coin, Water Elemental. No, that's dumb. I don't want to use the coin yet, huh? I want to use it the next turn, otherwise it's kind of wasted. Yuck, that's annoying. Well, I can pop the Divine Shield. Ha. Ha ha. Oh, wow, wow! Jeez, man. My opponents are playing weird. You should really kill the Scarlet Crusader there. I mean, it's going to hit you anyway. Might as well make it die, right? Well, I think I'll take advantage of this lapse of judgment by my opponent. I'll trade the Scarlet Crusader before my opponent comes to his senses. And, yeah, let's go ahead and, screw this Mana Addict. I got other cards to play. We'll make a 1/1, and we'll, make a Water Elemental here. This is actually kind of nice against Druids, because it stops him from attacking things with the hero ability, which is kind of neat. Sadly, in Hearthstone, creatures don't live for very long, so my ability to do this is probably limited somewhat, but worth a shot. It's the second Wild Growth of the game here. He's really ramping up. Third Wild Growth of the game. I don't actually like Wild Growth. I don't think it's a good card. He's spent 3 cards increasing his mana. So he's just card disadvantaging himself here, really hardcore. Okay, well, Evelyn Archer would be nice to kill this, but it is currently in stealth, so we're just going to move along as though nothing is the matter. Put a lot more power onto the board. What's really nifty is that this actually, freezing the Druid actually turns off a lot of the Druid's removal cards. Well, not a lot, but like Savagery, Bite, Claw. That's like 3 spells that require the Druid to attack to actually get something out of them. So, it's kind of an interesting situation. So my opponent is at 10 mana. It's a lot of mana. He might have something that would require me to make a lot of unfavorable trades here. Ah, clever, sir. Well, I wonder if he knows that if you don't attack with this, the taunt is ignored. We'll see. Because he has to attack with this now, or else I will actually be just ignoring it. Soul of the Forest. Ah, this is a card I really don't like, and this is a great example of why I don't like it. Okay, so yeah, he just gets one card here. He's going to kill off my Violet Protector, Violet Teacher. That's totally fine. This seems like a pretty good time for Elven Archer, I think. And Argent Commander seems good as well. Alright. That is all that she wrote, I think. It would take something really remarkable for my opponent to get back into this, because even if he plays an Ironbark Protector, I mean, I can just 2-for-1 a couple of things and be fine. That is most of his mana and not enough health. Buddha, 77 seal. Oh, look at that claw. Not going to kill anything with that claw or that hero ability. Alright, so he's at fairly impressive 10 health. That's not enough. He should really kill my Squire. I mean, not that it makes any difference, but my opponent should, because I've got 4, 8, 11 damage with stuff he couldn't kill. Alright, well, this deck clearly has shown itself to be not very good, but we will play on. We will live for the promise of better days. I'm actually really excited to play as Shaman again. Haven't seen Shaman in a while. There is no other class I would take over Shaman right now. I'm super excited to play that class again. It's my best class. I've played 5 times, got 9 wins all 5 times. Sure, there was some luck involved, but that is kind of impressive. Seems to really fit my style. This arena is not over yet. We're fighting now for the very important rank of being average, getting up to 3 wins. That would be nice. And if we can get up to 4 wins, I think that would be a bonus. That would be above average. And I'd be pretty happy to lose then and move on to a better arena. Another Warlock, the Canadian. That's a cocky team, right? The Montreal Canadiens. Not sure why the misspelling is necessary there. You know what? Fuck everything. I'm going to keep this goddamn Flame Strike because I don't want to lose another game. Because my opponent had the freaking Blood Imp and I couldn't ever kill it. Alright, I'll play Mirror Image first and then... and then that leaves the possibility open of playing Abusive Sergeant after that. And pumping one of these guys up and killing something. I mean, here's the thing, right? I'll play this on turn 1 and waste the battle cry if it's, you know, obviously not a rogue, druid, or mage. Because I think that, you know, getting the damage on the board is important. But I'm not going to just throw it away if I have a reasonable other plan. Oh my god, was he almost going to attack with his Blood Imp? That would have been comical. So what's really annoying is that actually this goddamn Blood Imp is getting in my way. Previously, I could have played Abusive Sergeant, buff this, hit the Succubus, hero ability, it's dead. But with 4 health, I can't do that. Oh my god. Well, we're going to have to work it down then. I'm going to play this. So next turn, I can play the Abusive Sergeant, use the Mirror Image, hero ability, and kill this thing off. Now, my opponent will get to kill one of these Mirror Images, but not the other, so I'm okay with that. I could try to make some kind of wacky play. Like I can play Flame Strike in 3 turns with the coin. I could try to like Frost Nova and like hang in there, but no, that seems dumb. Let's just go ahead and do the obvious. We'll do this, that, pass the turn. So normally this guy could actually trade with the Jungle Panther. Instead, the Jungle Panther can kill it and live. I have to use the hero ability to finish it off. God, this Blood Imp. Ugh. So in my Warlock arena, I actually commentated incorrectly. I said that I had taken a Flesh-Eating Ghoul over a removal spell. In fact, I had taken it over a Blood Imp. No, that's a terrible mistake. But I still don't regret it. I think that was the correct play. But I'll be damned. I'll be damned if this Blood Imp isn't annoying. Well, I could Frost Nova here. That leaves me with 2 mana to play a Loot Hoarder. What does that really let me do? Nothing. I'm 2 turns away from Flame Strike when I really wish I were only 1 turn away. I don't want a coin because that makes me even further away from using Flame Strike. I could polymorph this thing. But then I don't have any mana to finish off this Jungle Panther because of this goddamn Blood Imp. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Kill his highest damaging creature, play a Loot Hoarder. Really all this Loot Hoarder I'm hoping to do is just hit into the Dark Iron Dwarf to bring it down below 4 health so that Flame Strike will kill it in 2 turns. Got it. It just can't come soon enough. Flame Strike, I need ya. I need ya. Alright, well, that's gonna be really good for him next turn. Do I want to draw a card? Or do I want to play this? Or I could actually copy the Summoning Portal. It would be a 0/4. Dark Iron Dwarf could kill it. No, I think we're going to just play this. I'm going to deal a point of damage to that Summoning Portal, or some damage to that Summoning Portal, so that it dies to Flame Strike, and hopefully all the stuff that my opponent plays will die to Flame Strike, which I'm eager to coin out next turn. Shadow Bolt. Damn it, that's not a creature. Therefore, it's not dying to Flame Strike, and he's going to life tap after doing his turn. Well, I'm still going to get to kill 3 real cards here. The Summoning Portal's actually done nothing, which is kind of amusing. Okay, well, it's time to Flame Strike. Yep, we're going to run in like that. Argent Commander is a good card, but not as good as Flame Strike. Just really needed that Blood Imp to die. It's partly why I like to really get Arcane Explosions as a mage. Arcane Explosion and Cone of Cold, that lets you kill Blood Imp. I didn't see any in the draft, however, which made me sad. Man, Summoning Portal number 2.
Summoning portal open.
This guy's all about the Summoning Portals, and he's drawing cards after spending all his mana, so at least I am playing against seemingly a newbie. Alright, well, I'm going to let this live, because it honestly hasn't been that impressive, so instead I'm going to actually kill his real creature here. This seems like a good way to do that, and with the rest of the mana, let's go ahead and hero ability that. We'll kill it next turn, so yeah, I'm giving my opponent a turn with Summoning Portal, and I know generally you really shouldn't do that, but I have a lot of card advantage against him, and I feel like I can deal with most of what he could play. I could polymorph a thing, I could copy a thing. It seems like I should be fine. I could Argent Command a thing. That's really not that big of a deal. That is a little bit of a bigger deal. Yeah. I guess a bit of a big deal. Well, this Direwolf Alpha is pretty good, I think. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. So we're going to do this. We're going to drop this. I will actually kill this. Well, if I trade this, my wolf lives. He can keep. No, that can't be right. I'm gonna let him trade his squire for my wolf. Fine, but get rid of that Summoning Portal. Let's not be too crazy here. Well, I'm feeling pretty good. I've got card advantage, and I can copy something he plays. I could polymorph something else he plays. He's getting some life there. Whatever. Oh, jeez, he killed the wrong creature, and he drew cards at the end of his turn. So, you know, if there's one thing that some of these videos have shown, I think, it's that, I mean, Hearthstone is not an easy game to play correctly. I mean, sure, when you're watching Papa Boris, it's like, oh, duh, you should have, killed the wolf. That's the more valuable creature, and, like, duh, you should draw cards and life tap at the beginning of your turn. But, when you start out playing the game, the stuff's not obvious, and so a lot of people have a really hard time. So because he left his wolf alive, my Scarlet Crusader has 4 power rather than 3, which means she can actually kill this thing. Power overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, that's all my opponent's cards, and of course he's going to life tap at the end of his turn after playing everything out. Oh gosh, it does kind of hurt a little bit. Okay. Let's think. I can actually Frost Nova, so when you're at 10 mana, that's the ideal time to start Frost Nova in. So I can Frost Nova, just ignore all this stuff. How much damage do I really deal? I deal 4, 8, 10. He's down to 10 health. That's actually totally fine. So wait, first draw cards, because you always want to draw cards first. Iron Miguel, nope. I'm going to Frost Nova. And I will actually silence the spell damage here. He could have a Hellfire, which would kill off my Azure Drake. So I don't particularly... Oh, jeez, I screwed up. I should have silenced this first and then Frost Nova. Because I Frost Nova'd first, it silenced the freeze as well as the Frost Nova itself. That was a very silly mistake. But anyway, my opponent's in a lot of trouble here. Granted, he has 10 mana to work with, but I do have a lot of damage on the board. And I can polymorph any taunt that he would play in my way. He's going to life tap first. Alright, so that shows he's desperate for an answer. There's the bodyguard, okay. Well, do I actually even need to polymorph? I've got 3, 6, 7... Yeah, I got 3, 6, 8. So, no need to use my cards. Very polite Warlock here, the Canadian. I guess Canadians are nice. Even their hockey players. And we are average. Woo! Alright, so we're at 3 and 2. Let's go ahead and see if we can get above average with a below average deck. I think I probably would have won even if my opponent had correctly killed my wolf with his squire rather than my squire, because I would have dealt 2 less damage, but I had some extra damage to spare that turn with my polymorph. I could have attacked with my Azure Drake. Will the Warrior. Oh man, these names. I gotta say, in this arena though, this mirror image frickin' loves me. It's just will not leave me alone. The Violet Teacher's it's fine. My plan is probably going to be Mirror Image on turn 1, Coin Harvest Golem on turn 2, and then Jungle Panther the turn after that. Or possibly the other order, we'll see. But this Mirror Image is really great against Fiery War Axe, because this by itself eats up both of a Fiery War Axe's charges. He would have to, of course, deal with this in some other way, before any turn 2 Fiery War Axe would be helpful for him. And what I play next kind of depends on what he drops for his 2-drop. If it's something the Harvest Golem will kill, I will kill it. If not... Ah, wow! Alright. That is interesting. Well, we have lots of really good 3-drops, so the coin is definitely happening here. I think I'm actually going to play a Scarlet Crusader. I believe that this screws with the most things that an opponent could do right here. It just kills a lot of 2 and 3 drops, and Mage, being overpowered, has hero ability, so if 3 damage isn't enough, 4 will almost certainly be. Now at 4 mana, he could play Chillwind Yeti, he could play Ascension Shieldmaster, those things do survive, but at turn 3, with him being the first player and me having the coin, he can't play much here. Iron for Grizzly, wow, well he's just throwing that into the Scarlet Meat Grinder. That is crazy. I'll take the free kill, so we can see why the Scarlet Crusader is really good. I'm going to play Harvest Golem. The reason for this is very simple. If my opponent played Cleave, it would kill both the Panther and the Scarlet Crusader, which would have been a little bit sad. Well, we have a nice curve here. We got 4, 5. Then this stuff starts to be a little bit underwhelming, so I hope to draw into my Flame Strikes, maybe my Faceless Manipulators. I really don't have any big creatures in this deck. Goodness gracious. Well, I'd say that I won the opening, but the game is far from over, especially because my mid-game is kind of... Well, my late game is kind of crap-a-doodle-doo. If my opponent plays Ascension Shieldmaster or a Chillwind Yeti, what I'll do is probably Scarlet Crusader, Elven Archer, Hero Ability. Ah, that also is an option. Well, he's going to go for the Scarlet Crusader. It's a fair decision. Leaving the less damaging creature alive. We'll play Violet Teacher and start to deal some damage. So we currently have 5 damage potential on the turn here. Could get up to 11 damage a turn if my opponent's not careful and doesn't have a good answer. This is going to potentially overwhelm him before his potentially good late game cards can come online. The gates are closed. Well, I have card advantage. Oh my gosh, my opponent spent his whole turn doing nothing! That's awesome. And yes, gaining life and drawing a card is... Spending a card to draw a card is nothing. He just gained a bunch of life, so he just wasted his entire turn. Well, that's fine. So he's basically canceling out this turn, and he's praying that I don't have anything to follow up, but I do. So I will totally follow up. There are, of course, some cards you could have. You could have a Brawl here. He could have Mind Control Tech, but I'm not going to play around those quirky rares and epics. I'm just going to go for it, because look at what I have in my hand. This is kind of all junk. God damn it, this mana addict. Would you just go away and, like, never come back into my hand, please? Thanks. I wish there was, like, a way to, like, just trash this card. Like, and just, like, play with, like, a 29 card deck. That would be great. Oh my god, another shield block. What is this guy doing? Ah, he has the mind control attack. Motherfucker. Well, that probably could have been worse. Okay, let's think. I think we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna frostbolt this. It's totally fine. Then we're gonna put the wolf down. Or though the wolf just died of the harvest golem. I think we'll put the panther down actually. And I'll ignore that harvest golem.
You insist.
It's actually tragic. This guy, by putting 2 creatures on the board, made the mind control tech possible. If I'd been some other 5-mana creature, it would have been fine. Alright, he's gonna whirlwind. And another whirlwind. Alright. Wow, that was a pretty good play. 2 whirlwinds, 2 mana, got rid of all my stuff. Alright, I might be in trouble now. He rather efficiently killed all my things. Okay. Well, that was a very good move by my opponent's part. He's protecting the Warsong Commander. Luckily for me, I have Elven Archer. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So my opponent's probably in the lead here. I do have 4 cards here, but they're 4 bad cards. My opponent might have 3 good cards. If even one of those cards is like a good late game creature, I'm in trouble. I haven't drawn any of my polymorphs yet, or my flame strike, so it's possible that I'll be able to get back into this game. My damage potential is a little bit low. My opponent's did a nice job gaining a whole lot of health. Let's see what he's actually got for cards here. Shattered Sun Cleric, wasted. Wow, that is interesting. Arcanite Reaper, though, that's really good. God damn it. That's unfortunate. So he's going to get to kill his creatures, and his life total is high enough that it's not really that scary. Flame Strike to kill a Shattered Sun Cleric. I don't think that's right.
Give it a shot. What a rush.
We're going to work this down a little bit. Going to put this panda back into my hand. Excuse me, put the Elven Archer back into my hand via the panda. Hold on to it for now, and then next turn I can deal 1 damage and hero ability to finish this off. Well, if these 2 cards aren't good, then we're both in top deck mode. Ah, there's a booty bag. And a rampage. Haha. Well, it's definitely Flame Strike time now, that's for sure. It's going to armor up before attacking. You should never do that. You should always armor up afterwards, because there's more than 1 card that actually benefits you for having less health. Oh, and he chose to leave my creature alive. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to Flame Strike. I'm going to put an Elven Archer on the board just to have a creature on the board dealing damage. And I would say that I'm ahead for the moment. My opponent would need 2 good cards to get out of this. Did he arcane... Oh, no, he used the Arcanite Reaper to kill the Mana Worm. Ah, damn it. That's 1 good card. Okay, it's 1 good card. He needed 2 to get out of this situation. Do I want to face this, manipulate that? No, actually. I'm going to just do this. That, and keep on swinging. So he heals for 2 damage a turn. With my hero ability on this guy, I deal 4 damage a turn. And I'd actually rather wait and see what my opponent would play that's good. If he top decks a good card, then I'll play this and copy it. If he doesn't top deck any good cards, then I'm just going to keep whacking him. Ah, it's going to upgrade that. It's probably a mistake. This has really no impact on the game whatsoever. So, like, it's just dealing 3 damage to me. That has no impact on the game. He should have really just kept it in his hand and seen if he could top deck a card. Now, having said all that, I then draw this Bluegill Warrior, which I'm not going to play, because he did actually play the upgrade, so this 1 toughness creature is not particularly playable at the moment. Alright, there's a Wasted Defender of Argus. That is fine. I'm not going to copy that. There's no need to. It's actually just 3/3, which is what it would be already. So what we're going to do here is play the Bluegill Warrior. Swing, swing, swing. I'm gonna play the Loot Hoarder. If he wants to attack it and take 2 damage and give me a card, he can. If he wants to let me keep hitting him for 2 damage, he can do that as well. Demolisher. Ah. He is going to take the damage. That's fine by me. I would not mind a card. Water Elemental. That's a very good card. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Don't want to leave that Demolisher alive. Alright, well now my opponent needs more than one really good card to get back into this game. Tazdingo. Alright. Well, I have 2 Faceless Manipulators. So I'll go ahead and copy his Tazdingo. Do this. This. Swing. And swing. Armor up and Mad Bomber. Alright, that was a pretty fine Mad Bomber. I'm not going to complain about it. Let's just go ahead and ignore it because I have a taunt. Look at that. And I'm gonna hold back in case he does get a brawl or something. Might as well hold an extra creature back in my hand. There's very little that like this would like mean the difference between winning or losing, while not opening myself up to more stuff. Inner Rage. Aha. Well, he can kill this engine. But that is going to be the game.
Well played.
I love the way he says that. Well played. Will the cleverly named warrior goes down to Borissimo the Mage? What are we at? 4 wins here? I'll take it. I will take it. Every win from here out is just pure bonus. I feel like I'm stealing gold money, cash dollars from the maw of a shark with every extra game beyond these that I win with this deck. Let's see who we get. One thing to consider is that there was actually a blue post posted on the Blizzard forums. Blue post meaning a post by one of the game designers. And they said that they were really hardcore ramping up how many beta invites were going out. So it's possible that it's a little bit easier now to win in the arena because newer players are playing. I saw a really mean post on Reddit. Someone was like, every time I see a thread saying key going out, I log into the arena and get my free 9-0. Now, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it is possible that, you know, when a wave goes out and there's a bunch of new people playing, that, you know, it's a little bit easier to get wins because, you know, they're excited, they're trying out their first free arena. You know, they've watched Trump play and they've watched Kriparian play and they're like, oh, I could totally do this arena stuff. That's a piece of cake. And then they get in and then they lose because they don't know that you should, you know, kill your opponent's creatures and stuff. Okay, let's see what my opponent's doing for 3 mana here. Hopefully it dies to Frostbolt. Yeah? Jungle Panther. Ah, well, that trades with my creatures, I suppose. So, there's no reason not to put this wolf down. I don't really care what this Panther decides to do, whether he goes for the wolf or goes for the Brewmaster, either way. It's all the same by me. So chances are he'll trade for the wolf, that is the more valuable creature, play something else, and hopefully I can Frostbolt and kill it. He did coin this out. Oh, Jesus. Well, Mark of Nature. Okay. Fair enough, sir. This is a mistake. He should really hit the wolf, then the guy would go down to 3 health, and I would need my hero abilities help to finish this off. Instead, I can just kill this off with the wolf. As it happens, I'm actually not going to do that. I'll hang on to my wolf. Just use Frostbolt to kill this. It's a bit risky, sure, using my removal, but I do have some removal behind it. Skullin. Well, that's a pretty good card, actually, against a wolf. It's a bit sad. I could silence it, but that's still... the wolf would still die to it. Alright, I'm going to be a little bit greedy in this game. I'm actually going to turn that into a sheep, and just keep on swinging. So my opponent can use the sheep and then the hero ability to kill the wolf, but what I'm banking on is that that's going to be 2/5 of his turn, so it robs him of making a really good play. And then I'll be able to play Argent Commander and kill whatever he does play for a piddly 3 mana. No, he's going to Wrath my wolf. Aha. Well, that's totally fine. Wolf Rider. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think this is a right play at all, to be honest with you, because this dies to the Mage's hero ability. So, you generally want to use the Wolf Rider. I'm going to hold this owl back. You generally want to use the Wolf Rider to kill something immediately when you're playing against a Mage, because otherwise you deal 3 damage and then it just immediately dies. So anyway, same game plan as before. The sheep can kill my Sorcerer's Apprentice with the hero ability, but then, no, he's going to do that. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. This is unfortunate. So basically, I can play Flame Strike, but then I don't have enough mana to finish this off with my hero ability. I could silence it, make it a 4/4, but then I don't have enough to Flame Strike. I could copy it, get a 5/5 for 5. That's not great. I could play Argent Commander, run into it, but then I don't have enough mana for the hero ability. God damn it! This sheep is so good for my opponent. It's unbelievable. Okay, what do we do here? I think what we need to do is the following. I'm going to kill the sheep. I'm going to play this thing. Deal 2 damage. The Sorcerer's Apprentice can finish that guy off. So, my opponent has 5 cards. I have 4, soon to be 5, but I have a creature on the board, but he's up to play. Life total's about the same. Any man's game. Druids are kind of famous for having big stuff, so I really would like to save the Faceless Manipulator for, excuse me, a big thing. Oh, this is funny. So he's gonna kill his Divine, he's gonna pop his Divine Shield to kill my guy, and then I'm going to pop my Divine Shield to kill his guy. Iron Beak Owl is not worth playing here. I'll just ping my opponent. Pass the turn. Okay, it's the exact same situation as we had last turn, except that if he plays a second Argent Commander, he will come out ahead, because I do not have a third Argent Commander to come up here. Ironbark Protector. Okay, perfect. 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 Innervate. Oh, he's got more stuff. What does he got? Wrath? To kill this thing? No, Novice Engineer. Oh, that's a mistake. You should have done that first. Always draw cards first. Okay, well, we're going to do the following. We're going to play the Faceless Manipulator, copy the Ironbark Protector, then think. This plus this is 6 damage, 7 damage, can't quite kill it, and then it's just going to kill my own Ironbark Protector. I could Frost Nova, stop this in its tracks, but then I don't have enough mana to... yeah, it doesn't work. I could silence it. It's still going to kill my own guy, though, so why silence something? So I can deal extra damage? Alright, no, that doesn't seem right. Wait. If I Frost Nova, okay, and then I run my guy into the Ironbark, Flame Strike will actually kill the Ironbark off. Alright, we're going to do this. Then I'm going to play a little bit of a mind game. I'm actually going to ping the Ironbark Protector. No, I'm actually going to ping the, the Novice Engineer. So this makes it, I don't know if my opponent's like looking this closely, but this makes it look like I don't have Flame Strike, because why would I ping the Novice Engineer if I have Flame Strike? I would just put the damage on the opponent. Flame Strike's going to kill this anyway. But I actually do have Flame Strike. Oh my fucking god, he's gonna... God damn these buffs. Whoa, oh, I have Silence! Haha! Epic Silence. I could silence this, it would be... What is he doing? Okay, nothing. Okay. So, here we go. First of all, I'm going to silence this thing. Send it back down to be a 4/5. Then, I'm going to Flame Strike. Then, I'm going to kill this thing. Then, it's actually really lucky he didn't use the Crazed Alchemist on my Argent Commander. Probably should have made it a 3/4. Less aggressive. Anyway, this guy will attack into my Ironbark Protector anyway, so there's no reason to just, you know, let him have that. Or to do the trade for him if he's going to do it himself. So I'm just going to swing past him and try to win the game here. Hopefully my opponent has no great... he has another Ironbark Protector. Boo! Well, that was actually well, that wasn't a mistake because I could ping it off with my hero ability, I suppose. If I get another Faceless Manipulator, that'd be great, but you know what I got instead? The Mana Addict! Alright, we're going to have to do this trade. I can't wait on that anymore. I'm not going to play this because it dies to the Druid's hero ability, but I will play this, and I will play this, and that, and swing. Okay, well, still could win. I don't have any direct damage here. I've already used my Frostbolt, but I do have, I think, I used a Polymorph. I have one Polymorph, one Flame Strike, Healing Touch. Well, I'm actually really happy about that. I mean, I'd rather have that than something to actually kill my creatures, and a Tiger. No problem. I do not mind what is happening here. So my opponent is now officially in top deck mode because I can, of course, kill his creature. So he would have to top deck a couple of really good cards to get out of this situation. Blue Warrior. That's actually perfect. We're going to do this. Kill that thing. Swing. Swing. Now I'm holding this guy back because he does die to the Druid's hero ability. What I want to do is, if let's say my opponent plays Ascension Shieldmaster, I can play this guy down, pump this up to be a 5, and then kill it. I didn't want to waste this Divine Shield killing the Panther either, because again, it'll die to hero ability. Alright. Second Panther. That is A-okay by MOA. See, if my opponent were a Mage, he could pop this Divine Shield without taking 3 damage to the face. Holy crap, that's intense, buddy. Let's see what I get here. Elven Archer. Can I win the game? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Alright, so we're going to instead kill that thing. Swing. Swing. If my opponent uses hero ability to kill this, he'll go down to 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he would lose if he did that. I'm threatening lethal damage here, so this card needs to be a taunter or a removal. Swipe would actually kill everything I have. That would actually get him back into the game. He does not have swipe. Alright, he has lost unless he plays a taunt. He has apparently some kind of combo card. Let's just make sure I'm not screwing up my arithmetic or anything. Let's just draw a card here. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, 5 wins with this deck. Woo! That is indeed a good played game. Faceless Manipulator, gotta say, was pretty good there. Granted, one of the 8/8 Giants would have been just as good as well. But you know what was the MVP of that game? Frost Nova. It allowed me to preserve my Ironbark Protector, because remember, I played Frost Nova, then I played Faceless Manipulator copying his 8/8. But his 8/8 was frozen, so he couldn't attack me. So then I was able to kill his 8/8 with Flame Strike. My opponent made a really crucial mistake, though. He had a Crazed Alchemist, and he didn't use it on my Argent Commander. He really should have. Mega Muffins the Hunter. God, I love that name. It's a terrible name, but it's so great. You know what? I'm going to be super greedy. I'm going to keep this hand. I just want to make sure I Flame Strike against Hunters and all their bullshit. And this is a really good turn 3 play. This is a really good turn 4 play. I basically have nothing on turn 2. Not having anything on turn 1, that's not the end of the world. And basically, I'm just hoping my opponent doesn't have a turn 1 and a turn 2 play. Like, if he plays turn 1 something, turn 2 something, I could be in a lot of trouble. But if not, I should be really fine. These are really quality cards. Oh, Frostbolt, this is music to my eyes. So now if my opponent does coin out some bullshit, I can kill it on turn 2, and then play the Divine Scarlet Crusader on turn 3. Ooh, even better. Alright, I can save my removal, pass ye old turn, and then see what my opponent plays here. Scarlet Crusader likely to be very good. Pretty much the only good answer to Scarlet Crusader is Deadly Shot, or, you know, fucking Hunter fucking traps, Freezy Trap, and so forth. Would be nice for my opponent here as well. God, I'm really gaining respect for Hunter Secrets, but not when I play as them. It's like, oh, that was really great. I'll play that sometime. And then it's like terrible whenever I try to play with it. Twilight Drake. Where's the owl when you need it? That is a Probalo. Huh. Frostbolt gets it down to 4 health. I could actually kill it. Frostbolt, Divine Shield thing. Can't quite do this just yet. This seems awkward. Yeah, we'll just kill this thing. It's sad that I don't have my owl. That would have been a really good way to kill it. Do I play Elven Archer? No, let's not expose myself to a multi-shot. Just use the hero ability, save this for a later time. pass the turn. So the Scarlet Crusader was very good there. Got to deal some damage and live. Now it gets to kill another creature. It's totally fine. I'm not going to copy that, I don't think. So let's play the Elemental. And pass turn. So what's going on here? He's got 7 cards to my 5. Soon to be 6 with a creature on the board. Anyone's game at the moment. I have one good thing. My opponent seems to have a lot of chumpy stuff. This hyena makes me glad I have an Elven Archer. Now, folks, always kill hyenas first. You always have to kill them first. Because if I killed the bear first, the hyena would get an extra point of life, and I'd be fucked. We're going to do this, and I'm going to, like a pro player, put the Jungle Panther in the middle. The reason for that is it plays around Explosive Shot, so you can kill my Water Elemental and my Panther, but the Elven Archer does not die. If I had the Water Elemental in the middle, everything would die. Multi-Shot would be really good here. It would kill 2 of my things. Looks like he doesn't have that. Look at that! Yes! Playing Explosive Shot, so my Elven Archer gets to live. He did kill 2 of my creatures, but that was his whole turn, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and play this. And let's play this. Swing. This is pretty cool. My spells are cheaper, and they give me 1/1s. It's kind of neat. I can drop the Wolf down, perhaps. If he plays something big, I can copy it. Like a Savannah Highmane. I'd copy that in a heartbeat. Tauren Warrior. Not the most impressive card under these circumstances. Alright, we are flame striking. I'm getting to kill 2 real cards here. Now, it's possible that he was... Okay, I'm killing 3 real cards. I think this is a mistake. Playing these 2 cards, that's fine. That's, you know, you're baiting flame strike with your 2 crappy cards, no problem. Playing this, there's no point. This buffs your other stuff. It just dies to the Mage Hero ability, even if I don't have flame strike. And you want to play this when, like, the plus extra attack is a surprise, especially because the only thing that's being buffed is this. So I think my opponent made a bit of a mistake there. He should have held back a little bit. Let's put the wolf right in the middle. And swing, swing, swing. I don't know why he's giving me a well played. It's not like I did anything clever or fancy. I don't think I did any mind games here to make him think I didn't have Flame Strike. That was the first time he really had creatures on the board. So here I'm hoping for something really, really big that I can copy. Like that! Oh, yeah, that's good. Taunt. Clever, sir. So basically I'm forced to attack into it, and it dies. Little does my opponent know, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this, getting rid of the taunt and the regenerating thingamabob boob bob dooba doo boob. And then we're going to swing for ass tons of damage. So now I have the taunting 6/5. Oh no! There's no room for the other hyena. Only one of the hyenas would pop back because my board's full. But anyway, I had lethal damage. Okay, that's really great. Mega Muffin's the hunter. Now, you might think, like, wow, what an odd arena that Boris faced tougher opponents earlier than later, but you have to remember, first of all, you know, presumably, no one's confirmed this, but presumably, once you get a couple of losses, you're playing against people who have a couple of losses, so they might be a little bit easier. But also, remember, everyone who goes 9-0, at some point when the arena began, was 0-0. So every time you jump into the arena, there's a chance that that first opponent that you're playing is someone who's destined to make it to 9 wins, so you can't always assume your early games are going to be easy. So here we got off to a very rough start, 1-1, then 1-2, and we're up to 6-2, fighting for our arena life. White Mage the Hunter, I'm pretty sure I've played against this person before, and I think he was really good. I'm going to ship that back. We're going to do the same thing we did against the other hunter. We're going to keep the flame. No! Okay, that's really bad. Now I have 2 dead cards until turn 7. If my opponent has a reasonably fast start, I'll be in trouble. Now this I'm actually happy to see. It basically buys me 1 turn to get up to Flame Strike. But pretty much this entire game is going to be like survive until I can Flame Strike. I really hope my opponent doesn't have anything. Don't coin it. Nope, don't even coin. Thank you, sir. Don't coin anything out. Don't play anything now either. Just pass the turn. Steady shot me. Pass it, pass it, pass the turn, pass the turn. Pass the turn. Nope. That looks like my opponent's thinking about something or other. Maybe he's wondering if he should coin or not. 3 health. This kills some, but not all. 3 dropped creatures. Mad Bomber. Oh my god. Whew. Whew, boy. If that had killed the Youthful Brewmaster, I would have been very sad. You know, let's just not take any chances. Let's just not take any chances. I could have played the Harvest Golem, which trades against the Mad Bomber, hit him for 3 damage, thinking he doesn't make it. Nope! I'm just gonna get the creature off the board, just call it a frickin' day, try to save on live my life until Flame Strike. Hopefully, if this is one of those, like, hunter decks that's full of chumpy creatures, then I'll be able to kill all of his stuff really easily. Acolyte of Pain is a very good choice here, because it kills my thing, and then, draws 2 cards. I'm actually going to silence. I think it's actually, this is really important to do. I'm going to silence this, and I'm going to kill it before he can kill my owl. Pass the turn. I think it was important to do that. Stop him from getting, he was getting 2 cards with that card. I couldn't stop him from getting 2 cards without using Flame Strike, and at that, or Frost Nova. At that point, I might as well use Iron Beak Owl. So I stole 2 cards from him with this owl. That's really worth it. Alright, I'm happy to see that. I can deal with this very easily. Now, you have to make a very little but very important decision here. You need to attack with the Golem, because this is the owl if I draw a panda. Oh wait, I've already played my panda. Never mind. Forget everything I said. But basically, if I had a panda still to draw in my deck, you want to keep around the creature that could be useful if you were to draw it into your hand at a later time. Okay, so what's interesting here is that if I play either one of my creatures, multi-shot wrecks me. What I'm actually going to do is play neither of them, because I just don't want to lose 2 cards to a multi-shot, so I'll hang on to this Questing Adventurer. Okay, Eaglehorn Bow also makes me happy that I held on to the Questing Adventurer, because I don't particularly want to lose it to the bow. Granted, if he didn't have multi-shot, I wish this were on the field so I could play stuff and get it bigger. Alright, this is actually really great. I will just play it. So he can use the bow to kill my Squire, so like half my card sucked up half of his weapon durability, which is fine by me. And we survived until Flame Strike. Yay! But this does not seem to be a very typical hunter deck. He hasn't really been playing. Oh, there we go. There's the Timberwolf. Kill command. Okay. So he played the Timberwolf to trigger kill command, knowing that the Timberwolf would just die. Fair enough. Well, his dreaded Eaglehorn Bow is gone. Let's start to pump up the Questing Adventurer. I'd like to pump it up twice. If I play this and hero ability, that's all my mana. And then multi-shot kills them both. You know, I'm going to play into it. I'm going to play into multi-shot. I've gotten a little bit of card advantage from killing a creature for free. And from getting that 5-drop. I'm going to just play right into multi-shot. I feel like the upside is worth the risk. And I feel like he would have played multi-shot earlier. Well, no, he didn't, because I didn't play into it. But I feel like, yeah, there's nothing. I got nothing. I just feel like I hope he doesn't have multi-shot is what I'm saying. No multi-shot. Alright, great. This is actually not the scariest thing in the world, because Flame Strike will kill off the hyenas. It's going to silence my Questing Adventurer. That's only fair. Elven Archer. Let's think about how to do this. So this will deal 3 damage. I can then trade this guy in. This is just a 2-for-1, which kind of sucks. But then Flame Strike kills the hyenas and the owl. And I have enough mana thanks to the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I will do that. The other option is to Frost Nova. But I'll save the Frost Nova for later. Wait. Another option. Hang on. I think this is actually better. Let's actually Frost Nova. What am I doing? Oh no. Ah, wait. If I use the Elven Archer and hero ability, then I can't, I don't have enough mana left for Flame Strike. But if I use the hero ability on this owl and just leave this frozen, I can just swing for 5. And then next turn I can play Elven Archer, hero ability, and Flame Strike. But that's only if the Sorcerer's Apprentice lives. Well, we'll take that risk. I feel like he would have played multi-shot last turn if he had it, so he probably doesn't have it. Alright, Sunwalker. That is fine. That is just fine. So let's think about this. I really want a Polymorph for this, but I don't have one. I want to ping off the shield, play Flame Strike, that's 7 mana. Oh no! Because then this dies and then the hyenas come into being. But if I kill this with Elven Archer and hero ability, then Flame Strike merely pops off the Divine Shield. Yep, my play last turn freezing this and not killing it right away was greedy. I should have just killed it right away. Shit. Well, let's think carefully here. Is there any better way of doing this?
I wonder.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hyenas come into being. And then the hyenas can trade against both of my creatures. You know what? I'm gonna choose to leave this guy alive. I can actually sacrifice one of my guys. You know what? Let's play Frost Nova. Let's freeze this stuff. Put the wolf in here. Pass the turn. This is getting very awkward. An explosive trap actually kills everything I have. But barring that, another one. Jesus Christ. Well, that's pretty good. I think both faceless manipulators in here. Silverhand Knight, not really what the doctor ordered. Okay, so now what we can do is we can pop this Divine Shield. Flame Strike to kill off the previous batch of hyenas. Use the Elven Archer to finish that off. And we're just gonna ignore this crapper hoodle. And keep on swinging. He's getting pretty low on life. I don't have any Pyroblasts in this deck or Fireballs. So it'll be a little bit difficult for me to burn him out, but notice all he can do with this is kill one creature, so I'm still hitting for 3. Oh, he's not going to kill the wolf. What's up with people not killing the wolves? Unless he has a multi-shot. He's had a lot of turns to draw multi-shot or explosive trap, I have to admit. He should really kill the wolf. That decreases my damage by the most, I think. Let's see what he's got here. Mad Bomber. Ah. No! Okay, good. That would have been really sad. What has he got for 8 mana now? Seems to have some weird cards. Does he have like maybe like beast buffing cards or something? Deadly Shot, I see. Well, he got the wolf. That is probably fortunate for him. Alright, well if I Azure Drake, I can't Flame Strike. I think it's actually worth it to do this though. I'm gonna put this down. Draw a card. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. So we're going to do this and keep on swinging past him. So now he has to spend a turn here with these 2 creatures killing my mirror image. If he drops more creatures down, shit's just going to die to Flame Strike. It really is going to die because it's doing 5 damage now. Yeah, that's dead to Flame Strike. Does he have another Deadly Shot? I don't think he does. Well, he might. Oh man, it's looking really good. My chances of getting up to 7 wins look really good right here. I can Flame Strike. I swing for 6, and then I have enough for 7. Oh my god! White Mage, the improperly named hunter, goes down. Well, gotta say, it was a little bit scary there that I kept a Flame Strike in my opening hand and then drew a Flame Strike. But it ended up being really good because I used both those Flame Strikes and because my opponent had a very slow start. This was more of a hunter control type deck, it seems. Than Hunters, or maybe he just had he maybe just had a slow draw. You never know. One thing I'm not good at yet, actually, you can see how many cards your opponent mulligans. It gives you a kind of a sense of how good your opponent's hand might be. Like if you look up here, you can sort of see when they mulligan. God fucking Mana Addict. God damn it. All right, we're gonna keep this around. It's important to mulligan some of the priest stuff. This is a good 4-drop. I'm just hoping I'm just seriously mulliganing that Mana Addict, hoping I never see it. Ah, there we go. Mirror Image is really good. Okay, so, on my turn, I can Mirror Image, first of all.
Hello.
And then, if he has a Northshire Cleric, it's going to get Owled to stop the early card draw. And everything's going to be great. Oh, it's my turn. Wow, he passed so fast. Fastest turn passer in the West. Captain Ken the Priest. Okay, well, good start here, good curve. My opponent had nothing to do on turn 2. Obviously, we're not going to play the Owl now. Let's just go ahead and play the Loot Hoarder. No need to coin out the Scarlet Crusader just yet. I'm happy to play that on turn 3. So now my opponent's in a bit of a pickle because most 3-drops have 3 health. I say that and he draws like the 1/4 toughness thing in the game. And they will die to Loot Hoarder plus Hero Ability. I'm actually going to make a little bit of a sneaky move here. I'm going to play Questing Adventure. So basically, if my opponent has Shadow Word Pain, he absolutely has to spend half his turn killing this Questing Adventurer. If this Questing Adventurer lives, then I know for an absolute fact that my opponent did not have Shadow Word Pain in his hand. Therefore, I can, you know, make plays about that. Okay, so my opponent is making a smart play. He's digging for Shadow Word Pain with Power Word Shield. He did not draw it. Oh my god! These mirror images are so good! Jesus Christ, they're so good! I can't even take it! Ah, he gets to kill one, but then the other one doesn't even die because this monkey's fucking terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's think very carefully here. I could play Violet Teacher Coin that triggers both it and the Questing Adventure, but then I have nothing to coin. Perhaps a more reasonable play might be Scarlet Crusader Coin, Sorcerer's Apprentice. This becomes a 4/4. Then I could swing, kill the monkey, kill the bluegill, draw a card. Another option would be, actually, to Scarlet Crusader Coin. Actually, this would be a 5/5. I want it to be a 4/4. You know, I really do want it to be a 4/4 so it doesn't die to Shadow Word Death. So what I want to do maybe is Scarlet Crusader Coin Hero ability. Keep it at 4. Kill the thingy-majigger. Kill that. Ah, but then this. This lives. Or, okay, maybe I don't need to use the Scarlet Crusader. Maybe I can Ironbeak Owl this thing. Sorcerer's Apprentice. This is a 4/4. Kill the monkey. Loot Hoarder kills that. Draws a card. And then this thing's still in the way of the Bluegill Warrior. Perfect. Okay, we're going to do this. Silence that terrible card. Play this. Kill the monkey. Kill... Well, I guess this thing is silenced, so we'll kill the thing that deals more damage. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Now, I know I always say you gotta draw cards first, but I couldn't do that until after the monkey was dead. That's why I had to do other stuff. I still have an OP mirror image here. Oh my god, that was so good. I can't even take it. My opponent might have a Holy Smite. He was pointing this at me like he wanted to deal a point of damage to it. The only reason they would do that is if they had Holy Smite. This is a desperate play. Oh my gosh, throwing this down when he knows it's going to die, just wasting it. Okay, well, this is looking really good. I could just, you know what? I don't need to play this Violet Teacher. Let's just play this and draw a card. Always draw cards first. I mean, I am making the Questing Adventure to the point where Shadow Word Death will kill it, but I can't stop that forever. I'm not going to, like, not play any more cards. I could coin Elven Archer, but it doesn't do anything, so we're going to trade the Owl in for that. The Owl did its job. I'm going to trade this in. I don't want to leave a creature on the board if I don't have to. I'm safe against Holy Nova. Shadow Word Death is half his turn just to kill my Questing Adventure. Ah, Argent Commander. Oh my god, that was so important that I had a point of damage on it. Man, I should have coined that Elven Archer out. Anyway, this is fine. I think I can actually... Yeah, we're just going to do this. Seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to just draw another card, honestly. Might as well, right? Flame Strike is good. I've got 2 4/4s. I mean, you might think, oh, 4/4s, whatever. But, like, you know, it's 8 damage a turn. That's a lot. My opponent has to do stuff now. And the more cards I draw, the higher my odds of getting a Polymorph, which is what I really need. This suggests my opponent didn't really have anything good. This is not a good play on the board. I'm just going to keep the pressure up. Let's go ahead and drop that guy down. I'm not even killing anything with him. I just have my army of 4-power creatures that do not die to Shadow Word, Pain, or Death, and I'm just beating them down like the Dickens. Beating them down like the ball Dickens. Oh my god, am I going to lose to this combo? Oh, fuck my life. Oh my god, if I lose to, like, Divine Health, oh, thank Christ. I was really worried that was actually going to happen. Like, the old Divine Health. He could have had, like, 3 Divine Healths. Yeah, he would have won the game if he had, like, the Divine Health, Inner Fire combo. Anyway, we're going to win, though. Because I do have Flame Strike to kill the front, and then my army of 4/4s scores the kill. Wow, I'm up to 8 wins with this deck. Now, I don't want you to think that, like... Oh, Papa Boris just always says he thinks his deck sucks, so we'll be impressed when he makes it to high wins. No, you've heard me say, like, I think this deck is fine. I think, actually, when I played my 0-3 Warrior, I was like, oh, this deck seems average. Seems like a pretty good deck. Let me lose 3 games in a row, starting out the arena, because I'm really good at this game. But, no, I will say when I think a deck is good. I think this deck was kind of mediocre, but whatever. It just had some good draws against the right decks, and here we are. So... You know, Hearthstone is one of those games, if you get bad luck, you know, be mad. You know, be mad. Don't, like, quelch your emotions. But, you know, take it in stride. Because if you're going to get bad luck sometimes, but sometimes you have to be on the positive end of the luck, you know? You can't just be the one who always gets bad luck. It's impossible. So that's why I'm always very skeptical of people who are like, oh, I always lose because my opponents have 15 legendaries. And it's like, well, you know, if it was actually a thing that happened a lot, eventually you'd be the one with 15 legendaries and you'd crush people. And then when you do get 15 legendaries and you only get to 4-3, it's probably because you're not very good at the game. Anyway, let's stop being a condescending prick asshole and play Mirror Image. Mana Addict keeps finding its way into my hand, despite my best efforts, but so does Mirror Image, so, you know, I'll take the good with the bad. This is such a good turn 1 play with the Abusive Sergeant behind it. With luck. Oh, man, please be 2 toughness. Please be 2 toughness. Yeah! It's 2 toughness! Oh, man, it's a good card, too, so he coined out a Pint-Sized Summoner. This is actually even better than using Frostbolt, in my opinion, because, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that I might want to Frostbolt. And this is just putting a creature onto the board. This is good for wiping out totems. It's just perfect. I'm very relaxed here playing against Mikin the Shaman on account of the fact that we are 8 wins here. So I'm getting either maximum gold or maximum bragging rights. That is just fine by me. One of these could have been a Ventrico Mercenary if I had drafted differently. I am very vulnerable now to another Forked Lightning, but I'll take the risk. I feel like the alternative is worse. Basically, if I don't play the Direwolf Alpha here because I'm afraid of Forked Lightning, then Forked Lightning is doing him favors even if he doesn't have any more in his deck. I don't want the card to be that good. Manatide Totem. He's got to have a backup plan for this, right? No! No backup! Wow! He's just putting it out there, knowing it'll die. Well, alright. So basically that was 3 mana cycle a card. That is Desperation Incarnate. Man, that's I guess he has a really bad draw or something? Maybe he's holding on to another Mind Control. What? Jesus Christ! I think he was, like, really heartbroken by that Pint-Sized Summoner dying. But honestly, like, okay, he played Pint-Sized Summoner turn 1, but we're on to turn 5. He's still not playing anything good. Clearly, he didn't have anything with that Pint-Sized Summoner anyway, so that could be the reason. He just must have had a really shitty draw. Well, that is probably, I'm just going to say it right now, the jankiest ass 9-win arena you have ever seen me put on this channel, folks. And again, all the runs are real. I record and post every run I make, so it doesn't matter if it goes well or badly. It's getting posted. I think the proof of that is in the pudding here on the games I've played on the channel. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this wild ride. If you did, please like and or subscribe. I'll appreciate that tremendously. And if you just can't get enough of Papa Boris, let's begin Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time bonus hour. So we're going to kick things off by taking a look at these prizes. Dust at 9 wins and a Golden Crap Rare. You know what? I really do think, man, maybe not always, but it seems like a lot. I'm seeing a 135 bag and a 55 bag at 9 wins. This is probably one of the worst rewards I've ever gotten because Vaporize seems to be a really bad card unless someone like breaks the metagame wide open and realizes how amazing it is, and 30 Dust is kind of sad. But hey, whatever, man. It's 9 wins. My next arena's paid for. Let's take a look at this pack. We scored a legendary not too long ago. We got Sylvanas. Let's see if we can get another one. Ooh, I got an epic. It is kind of sad. You get to a point where, like, this is, like, one of the worst rares in the game. It is. You get to the point where, like, pretty much the only thing you care about are epics and legendaries, so it's cool that we got an epic here. Let's see what it is. Vengeance Grab. Hey, I think it's a pretty good card. And we got some commons. Those are probably duplicates. You know what I realized? I don't have any... Oh, no, my rare is a duplicate. I don't have any Dread Corsairs. I have a Bloodsail Corsair, but I actually did not get any Dread Corsair. That's a common I've just never opened, which is sad because I actually wanted to make a deck with this common. I cannot bring myself to craft that thing, though. Crafting commons is not very good. You'll find them all eventually. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at our next arena. It is going to be either a Druid, a Hunter, or a Rogue. And actually, it's been a while since I've done Rogue or Druid, and I have a quest here for win 5 games with Druid or Rogue. Now, as I mentioned before, I think the best quest in the game is the one that gives you 100 gold for winning 7 games, because you're guaranteed to be able to complete it, and it's 100 gold for a single daily quest slot. Sorry, I'm just dropping Snapple bottles all over the place. But I think these decks are the second best. I mean, I think just the fact that you're getting 20 extra gold, yes, they're kind of harder to complete than the others, but you'll get them eventually. You'll probably get them before your daily quest slots fill up. And now that they were changed so that you have a choice of class, I think it's kind of nice. So yeah, we'll be doing one of those 2 classes, hoping to get to at least 5 wins. Once again, this has been Papa Boris. If you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Till then.